Hello everybody, how are you? My name is Rosie and welcome to my channel. Here I share tips on how you can have good mental health and improve your quality of life. In this video you will discover 10 tips on how to fight depression efficiently, without having to spend on drugs or therapies that cost a fortune. Just a small change in your routine is enough. If you suffer from depression, anxiety, you can't lay your head on your pillow at night feeling that emptiness, that life no longer has meaning and at every moment makes you want to lose your mind and end your own life, know that I've been in the same situation as you. I suffered with depression for 15 years. I know it is not easy. I know exactly what you are feeling. If you want to learn how I managed to beat this disease once and for all, I suggest you stay until end of this video. But first, I kindly ask you to subscribe to our channel, like and share this video with someone who suffers from depression. Believe me, there are many people who need to know these tips and who are desperately looking for help. Guys, depression is serious. When you're dealing with depression, it's not just a matter of pushing a button and getting out of it, but there's something we can do about it. We now have evidence through MRI scans that significant and measurable changes in brain chemistry and functioning can result from altering our thinking and behavior. A transformation won't happen overnight, but these tips can help put you on the path to happiness. Depression diminishes hope and motivation. It attacks your own soul, replacing your thoughts, feelings, and desires with apathy and despair. Without hope and motivation, there is little desire to fight depression because your mind tells you that nothing works anyway, so why try? This doesn't just happen on an emotional level, but it happens on a neurological and molecular level. I know how it is. When I was battling depression, my motivation dried up and disappeared along with my hope and happiness. I thought the best I could do with this new reality. My thoughts warned me that there was no hope of escape and that nothing I could do would make any difference. These thoughts and feelings made it very difficult to do the things that could help me feel better, but fortunately there is a difference between difficult and impossible. I learned that we have more power over depression than you think. I learned that there is hope for a cure. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step. Although the cure for depression is not quick or easy, you have more control than you realize. The key is to start small and take a single step, followed by another step and another step. Taking the first step is usually the hardest, but one simple step can significantly boost your mood and energy for several hours, which can put you in a good place to take the second step. It is a process of taking small positive steps day by day, which lifts the heavy fog of depression to reveal the sunshine of hope and happiness. This process really works. It worked for me and it might work for you too. Here are some tips for getting started with these simple little steps. Tip 1. Listen to upbeat music. Listening to upbeat music is a simple but effective way to boost mood and motivation. According to neurologists, listening to music affects our emotions and brings back the feeling of life when nothing else makes sense. Research shows that different types of music can actually produce different types of emotions. Sad music can help release pent-up negative emotions, while positive, upbeat music helps move the brain into a more active state as the brain waves actually sync with the rhythm of the music you're listening to. When we try to reinvigorate brain function and activity, there is nothing more powerful than music. Scientists have found that music stimulates more parts of the brain than any other human function. Tip 2. Sing a song. While listening to music is an incredibly effective, singing along with music adds a whole new dimension and increases healing power exponentially. Singing has been scientifically proven to decrease stress, relieve anxiety and increase endorphins, which make you feel excited and happy. It helps to relax muscle tension and lowers levels of the stress hormone cortisol in the bloodstream and can help take your mind off the day's troubles to improve your mood. Participants in one study showed significant decreases in anxiety and depression levels after a month of adding singing to their routine. One possible reason for singing's incredible effectiveness is the scientific discovery of a tiny organ in the ear called the saccule, which responds to the frequencies created by singing. The response creates an immediate sense of pleasure, regardless of how the singing sounds, so you don't need to have an amazing voice to feel the positive effects of singing. So if you find yourself in a difficult situation, sing along to an upbeat and positive song, sing a song 3 times or sing 3 times or sing 3 different positive songs once. Allow the music to flow through you and feel the healing and invigorating effects, instantly lifting the mood and bringing relief. From personal experience, I can say that it really works. Print out the lyrics so you can sing all the words and choose songs that have lyrics that have a personal meaning to you. Tip 3. Take a walk. It seems paradoxical to ask a person who may have difficulty finding the motivation to get out of bed to add walking to their daily routine, but studies show that exercise actually helps you feel more energized and less tired. If we want to have more energy, we need to move more. Virtually any form of exercise can act as a tranquilizer. It does wonderful things to help our emotional well-being and is one of the most powerful tools in your recovery arsenal. Exercise increases the production of endorphins, which are the brain's wellness neurotransmitters. Walking also gives us helping not only to increase energy but also providing many of the same benefits as meditation, as walking is a form of moving meditation. Any type of exercise, including walking, helps to calm us down and distracts us from our problems. It improves mood, helps us relax, and improves sleep quality. So if you're feeling depressed or down, it might be a good idea to take a break and take a walk. Tip 4. Make healthy food choices. There is a strong correlation between the way we eat and the way we feel. If we want to feel good, it's important to know the way we eat and drink. Your brain works best when you're eating high-quality foods that contain lots of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, nourish your brain, and protect you from oxidative stress. Diets high in refined sugars, on the other hand, are harmful to the brain. In addition to worsening the body's regulation of insulin, they also promote inflammation and oxidative stress. Several studies have found a correlation between a diet high in refined sugars and impaired brain function, and even worsening symptoms of mood disorders such as depression. Many people have seen great physical, emotional, and mental improvements simply by changing their diets from sugary and nutritionally deficient processed foods to a diet rich in whole grains, organic fruits and vegetables, and quality protein. Tip 5. Drink more water. Clean water is a simple and effective, but often overlooked, tool for improving mental and emotional health. Studies show that even mild dehydration can negatively affect brain structure and function, negatively affect mood, and trigger fatigue. A healthy brain is made up of about 73% water, so proper hydration is important. Even a little dehydration, just 1%, begins to have negative effects on mood and brain function. Improve mental and emotional health by including 8 glasses of water in your daily diet, and by water I mean real water, not soda, diet soda, coffee or tea. Studies have shown that caffeine consumption can lead to increased anxiety, depression, and also increases the need for anxiety medication. Tip 6. Connect with nature. Spending time outside with nature is good for the body and mind. It helps distract us from problems and helps us feel good. Research in a growing scientific field called ecotherapy has shown a strong connection between time spent in nature and reducing stress, anxiety, and depression. In a 2015 study, researchers compared brain activity between a group that spent 90 minutes in nature and a control group. They found that a group that took a nature walk had significantly less activity in the prefrontal cortex, a region in the brain that is active during rumination. Rumination is when people experience a continual cycle of negative thoughts. Soothing nature sounds and even outdoor silence can lower blood pressure and levels of the stress hormone cortisol, which calms the body's fight or flight response. So go outside and make a connection with nature. If time permits, take off your shoes and feel the grass or sand under your feet. Feel the warmth of the sun and the cool breeze and feel your body moving as you walk. Hear the birds or the waves or the rustle of grass in the wind. Smell the flowers and trees and see the beauty of nature around you. Enjoy a sensory experience in nature and feel its healing effects. Tip 7. Pet the dog. If you're feeling anxious, stressed, depressed, or lonely, spending time petting a dog or cat can help. Science shows that playing with or petting an animal can reduce stress and also help us reduce the feeling of isolation and help us feel more connected. Petting a dog or cat increases activity in the brain's reward center, which decreases stress and increases the feeling of happiness. It also decreases the production of cortisol, which is a stress hormone, so it works in many ways to help you calm down and feel better. Tip 8. Serve someone else. Depression and anxiety tend to make a person retreat inward. Helping other people can bring us out of ourselves. It can also help distract us from our own problems and think about something else. Studies have shown that people who help others have decreased levels of depression and anxiety. In fact, in the research study, service was more effective at making a positive difference in how participants felt about themselves than making an effort to pamper themselves or create self-esteem goals. Tip 9. Connect with friends. We live in a digital age where we may be tempted to replace face-to-face contact with phones and computers, especially if we're feeling vulnerable. But humans are social creatures. We yearn to feel supported, valued, and connected. Studies show that being socially connected increases happiness and leads to better health and a longer life, helps to overcome feelings of loneliness and isolation. Make a list of people you can turn to. These are people you trust to support you, and make efforts to contact them regularly. Reach out to them and ask for specific types of help. Remember that your friends can't read your mind, and it's not fair to expect them to. And if you're working on a goal, like trying to overcome anxiety and depression, having a friend to report to and holding you accountable can make all the difference in the world. The likelihood of maintaining new habits, sticking with your assignments, and reaching goals is noticeably higher when someone else is aware of your goal or assignment and you make a time to report your progress to someone else. Tip 10. Take a good quality 100% natural supplement every day. Deficiency in some vitamins has been shown to be associated with depression. Some people have noticed a noticeable improvement in the way they feel mentally and emotionally just by including a natural supplement in their daily routine. Their brains just needed the right nutritional tools to work. Vitamin B deficiencies, particularly vitamins B6 and B12, have been shown in several studies to be associated with the symptoms of depression. With a word of caution, we need to recognize that not all supplements are of the same quality. Low-quality supplements are not very effective. I know this from my own experience. I've bought several types of supplements that didn't give me any results, but it was one day searching the internet that I found one that was totally different. I bought it, used it, and I tell you, it was what I needed, for I managed to get rid of this disease once and for all. I couldn't stand having to take medication anymore. For me, it was a great relief. In the description of the video, I'll leave the link to this supplement for you to know. I'm sure it can help you a lot, as well as me, to overcome depression once and for all. Decide today that you are going to eliminate this disease from your life and have joy again. Can you do that? Although the cure for depression is not quick or easy, you have more control than you realize. The key is to start small and take a single step, followed by another step and another step. This process really works. It worked for me, and it might work for you too. How are you feeling? Leave it here in the comments that I will read with the greatest care. I hope I have helped with these tips. A big hug and stay with God. Goodbye.